My foreskin. Yes, I know it was random. Most of you are going, what the fuck is he doing? Why is he saying this? Well, here's why. I've watched YouTube all the time, and something's come up quite often with various YouTubers, which is for anti-foreskin, pro-foreskin. Basically, stop cutting off babies' foreskins before they can consent. Now, the reason I am talking about this now is I realized they're right. First off, there really is no reason to do it. There's no reason to cut off a big part of a kid's penis. And they're also right that you're basically stealing from someone. You're stealing pleasure, for one. Like, if you want to be, primal. You're stealing a huge amount of the stimulation, the sensation that comes along with sex, is in the foreskin, and the nerve endings. And by cutting it off, you're losing a huge portion of your ability to feel sexual, pleasure related to down there. Gone. Can't put it back. It's just gone. And there really is no reason to do it. Now, honestly, and then the next I've heard, and the reason, others I'm saying, I'm sorry, I'm tired, so please forgive me. Another reason why this is bothering me is, okay, first off, you're doing this without permission, which is kind of creepy by itself. And the thing is, I didn't know what it was. I heard the word circumcision, and I heard about foreskin, but I didn't know. I didn't know what it really looked like. In fact, the first time I saw an uncircumcised penis was on porn. I was 16, and I'm like, is this person sick? Are they okay? Is there something wrong with their penis? Is this a doctor thing where they get surgery and they have a magical, beautiful penis? No, it's not what happened. It's the natural penis. Because they weren't hard, and I was like, I'm confused. And I don't like being confused. And it looked so ugly, and then I'm like, I felt bad for saying that, though, because it really, I understand, as a very self-conscious, very self-aware person, that our views on things, on beauty and everything, is related to what we see normally. So a normal penis is circumcised in America, so an uncircumcised penis is seen as weird. Going back, I realized that it's not ugly, actually. As I've gotten older and I have, seen more penises in my time, I've noticed that they are just as good as, a circumcised penis, and there are different things that they have that I'm circumcised, so people like me don't have some benefits they have. For example, there is more to play with. For those who are into penises, there is more to do with a uncircumcised penis than there is with a circumcised penis. The thing is, they have everything I have plus more, so you can do things. Weird as it sounds, biting. People bite, their fingers and everything. People nibble on different body parts, on nipples and whatever. There's other things to nibble on, put your mouth on, whatever, put your hands on. There's more to it. So by circumcising your kid, you are robbing them of a huge possibility and a huge part of the sexual experience. And sexual experience, sex, is a huge part of being human, of being an animal, being a living being, of being a living conscious entity. And you're stealing that from us, and it's not right. And the excuses are, besides tradition, which I understand I don't like, because tradition sucks. There's very, 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 very few good traditions. And then, I've heard of cleanliness. Well, it's not that difficult. All you have to do is peel the skin back and rinse. Don't scrub, that will make it irritated. Don't ask. I know a lot more than I should. I'm very penis, observant penis. Even though I'm asexual as well as gay, I know my stuff. So, and there's other things, though. I've heard appearance, which I've already explained. There are a lot of other things. When I was younger, I looked at myself, I was growing up, and I noticed I had scars on my penis. I'm like, Mom, I said, Mom, I noticed there's something wrong with my penis, there's the scars on it. What's going on? She goes, Michael, you're circumcised. I go, what does that mean? She goes, that means they cut off something on your penis that you were born with. And I thought it was a necessary procedure. You absolutely had to have it. No, I didn't. And my mom was very adamant on that, it was a good thing for me. I'm like, now that I'm older, I'm like, no, it really wasn't. You're taking from me. You're stealing from me. And honestly, that wasn't their intentions, but, and it's not as, it is kind of like stealing someone's nipples, like a woman's nipples, more specifically than a male's, but a male's nipples too. Because honestly, I like nipples, and guys and girls, I love nipples. I do. Nipples are beautiful. Don't fuck with the nipples. I like them. They look good on guys. They really do. It brings balance. It brings constance, and they're sexy. I don't care what people say. So, same thing with the foreskin. People say it's unnecessary, that it's unneeded, and it's no purpose. Wrong. It is sexy. It is a piece of our bodies. It has functions. Just as the nipples for men, while technically having no real functions, although you can cause a man to produce milk with enough sucking and rubbing of a tissue. And if you are like me, and you had had too much estrogen in your body during puberty, and I developed lactic glands, but it's a different story. But like that, like the foreskin, it may not serve a huge purpose, but does serve a purpose. And there are other things besides that. Humans aren't just alive to be alive and to populate the earth. We choose what we do with our lives. That is our purpose. Just like the penis, just like the foreskin, just like the nipples, they can be used for sexual things. They can be used for things that bring us joy, that make us happy in a world that kind of sucks. So, you are stealing from us. Please stop circumcision. And before anybody says something about the tradition and everything, go to Africa. They circumcise girls. They take the clitoris off. The clitoris, whatever, is actually most people think it's a little nub. Wrong. The clitoris is actually very big. It is about the size of the penis, but the majority of it is inside of the body. I took a women and gender study class. I learned this. I actually figured out where the clitoris was. I was the first one, actually the only one that figured out where it is, just saying. And they take the whole thing out. Or they just take the tip out, depending on where you are. That's a woman's pleasure. That's a woman's G-spot and everything. Would you take that out of your daughter? No. Most of you, 99% of you wouldn't do that. So why are you taking what essentially is that for the male out of his body, off of his body? I'm sorry. That's thievery. That is awful. You shouldn't do that. I mean, if you want to do it when you're older for cosmetic reasons, go ahead. But do not do it while we're babies. It's not that difficult. If you need to clean us, pull it back with one wipe. Done. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's not a big thing. It's not difficult. It's not hard. You will live. We will live. The world will go on. My sister just had a baby. My sister had a baby 2 years ago, and she's changed his diapers, and I haven't changed his diapers. And I've been in the room though. He is circumcised. I'm like, why? Now that I'm older, I'm like, why would you do that? And I feel like I'm going to ask for that. I'm like, Jasmine, why would you circumcise your baby? There's no reason to do it. And I guarantee the response I'll get is, it's better for you. And I'm going to tell her, not really, no it's not. It's actually worse for you. And there really is no point. So, And she says, she's going to say something like, it's my right as a mother. I go, no, not really, it's not. It is not your right. It is not your decision. It is not your choice. You are stealing from your son. It is disgusting. It is wrong. You need to stop. We need to stop as a people. If I have kids, if I have sons, they're not being circumcised at all. When they're older, like in their adult years, if they choose that, go ahead. While they're children, they will not be circumcised. It is not my choice. It is not my decision to cut something from them. It is not my decision to remove a piece of their flesh. If it was their appendix and it gets swollen, that's a different thing because it's a health issue. If it's their toes because they get gangrene, or like a person I knew who had a problem with his bones and had to get toes removed, which is really weird, go ahead. I have that right because it's a medical issue. But foreskin is not a medical issue. It is not a bad thing. It is not a good thing. It simply is. You do not have the right as a parent to remove that. By doing so, you are being a thief and you are being abusive. Stop it. Sorry everybody for that rant, but as I got on and on and on into the discussion, my head got foggy and I was like a little pissed when I realized the depth of the situation. I knew the depth, but it was like, wow. I didn't realize how much that was really bothering me. So sorry if I offended people, but that's seriously the truth. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm going to put my Twitter in the description box. I'm going to I'm gonna put a link to a video I just watched about this. I can't remember the girl's name. She's just awesome, and Davey Wavy also does it. So if you find Davey Wavy, just look up. He's got a video too. So thank you guys for watching. Hit the subscribe button, comment below, whatever. Talk to me on Twitter, all the social network stuff. I'm sorry, I'm exhausted. I apologize. I will promise to do more videos when I am not dead on my feet or from the neck up. So thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye.